Hey everyone. So we're starting the lesson today with a bit of a story. And this story is about Sia, who's a pretty famous singer. She's from Adelaide. Here's her post from 2010 saying, this is her Twitter post, saying, "I'm not crazy, I have Graves' disease." So around about this time, she started noticing a few symptoms like swollen eyes, and she started getting the shakes, like uncontrollably shaking, and she could barely hold things, and she couldn't sleep at night. She started, her skin was really sensitive to heat. She couldn't touch warm or hot objects like we normally can. And it turns out that Sia has Graves' disease, which is a disease that affects the endocrine system. So let's go back and look at the endocrine system. Remember, we've learnt about the two systems that control our body, control how we respond to stimuli, and the endocrine system, it's made up of a whole lot of glands. And the thyroid gland, that's just one of the glands in the endocrine system, and that's what's responsible for Graves' disease, which Sia had. So the thyroid, it's a gland and it's wrapped around the top of our windpipe, and it releases two hormones, and they're called the thyroid hormones. Remember, every gland in the endocrine system, it releases hormones. They travel throughout our bloodstream and they control different responses in different parts of the body. Well, the thyroid hormones, they are responsible for controlling nearly all of our cells in our bodies. They control how much energy our cells use and how active they are. And if things go wrong with the thyroid gland, that can lead to lots of different symptoms affecting our muscles, our bones, and our brain. So the disease that Sia had, Graves' disease, it's actually caused by our immune system attacking our own thyroid. And that causes the thyroid to malfunction and it makes way too much of the thyroid hormones. And so that means more thyroid hormone was spreading out through the bloodstream, and that affected Sia's muscles and her nervous system, and that's what gave her the shakes and um, the irritability as well. So the way we treat Graves' disease and other thyroid diseases is, well, there's three different options. The first one is the patient can take radioactive iodine, which is an element, and iodine is only taken up in the thyroid, and that causes some of the thyroid gland to be destroyed because the radioactive chemical kills some of the cells. The other thing is they can use beta blocker drugs, which reduce the symptoms in the brain, so they make you less stressed and they reduce the shakes. The third option is they can do surgery and actually cut out some of the thyroid, so it's not making as much thyroid hormone. So going back to Sia, she ended up having the radioactive iodine treatment. And she's still around today, she's still recording music. So luckily the treatment for Graves' disease has turned out well. So you can see how important it is that scientists and doctors learn about the endocrine system so they can learn how to cure these kinds of diseases.